What's going on, everybody? It's Matt, and I'm back again with another video. Today, this is going to be a complete client transformation, man. You never know what you're walking into in the day. That's the best part about this barbering industry. So this is Clint. He's from Texas. He is a master plumber, and he is getting married this weekend. So we decided to give him a complete transformation. I'm pretty sure his wife made sure he was cutting all this down. It does look like it's a little difficult to maintain at this point. So we gave him some education on what to do with his hair. And right now, we're just going to debulk with a 4-guard lever open. He wanted a low to mid fade, and he wanted to cut some inches off the top, but he still wanted it long enough that he could slick it back. So we decided on a pompadour type of style. Then I go on with clipper lever open and clipper over comb, just knocking it out with this YS Park comb. His hair was definitely thick. That's why you see me brushing it down a lot to move it back into place. And then I wanted to knock it down where it would naturally lay. It's a lot easier to do that with a clipper over comb. You got to make sure you have a good comb for this too. This YS Park one is definitely elite. I recommend it to everybody. And an Utsumi comb as well, that one's really good. But since he wanted a mid to low fade, that he wanted light as well, I came up with a 1-guard lever open to set my foundation. And you could see those flicking motions. I don't like to dig into hair because it creates a hard guideline. It's just annoying to get out. So I flick out, and from there, I'm able to just build my foundation. I'm trying to blend into that 4-guard lever open. Eventually, I'm gonna knock this down with a 3-guard lever open, working to middle and enclosed. But you won't see that in the video. I think the clip just came out blurry. So right now, you see me working that 1.5 into that 4-guard. And then the next clip, you'll see me using a 2-guard, but you'll see the foundation looks a little differently. So that's when I use that 3-guard. And yeah, you just want to stay consistent with this. With blonde hair, it definitely shows a lot easier than dark hair on imperfections. So just take your time, don't get lost in this, and just keep doing what you need to do. I mean, at the end of the day, you're the barber, you're the professional. So just stay consistent and you'll have no problem. And sometimes I go back to combs or guards that I was already using. Like you see me went right back to that 1.5 guard because I felt like certain places needed to be evened out. And right now, this is looking like a great fade to me. From what he showed me in the reference photo, it was a big disconnect. I was kind of shocked. It kind of looked like a chili bowl, I'm not gonna lie to you. And I think this is what suits him the best. This isn't necessarily a low maintenance hairstyle, but if he did do it properly, it wouldn't take much to style because everything was sectioned the proper way. Everything on the sides was evened out. Hopefully he finds another barber in Texas that does the same thing because I really think this haircut suits him and this hairstyle is definitely what he should be doing. You see me wetting his hair with tonic and water again. Again, he had some product in there, so we were just breaking it down as easy as we could. Then you see me directing the hair in the way I want it to lay. So when I'm cutting it, I'm using like a sliding or slithering motion, grabbing it, cutting it, grabbing it, cutting it, grabbing it, cutting it. Doing that on all sides of the head just to make sure it's laying the way I want it to. And I'm evening it out. This is just how the hair is gonna lay. It's already coming together pretty smooth, as you can see. Then I'll come back in with the texture sears and I'll do some sliding motions as well. And you look at that transition, look at that gradient. It looks perfect right now to me. Obviously, there's always gonna be little imperfections. As a barber, I'm a perfectionist. I'm always gonna think I could have done better. Don't mind my hair, by the way. I have difficult hair too. If it parts a certain way, it makes me look like I'm super bald. So I laugh about that shit sometimes. Right there, you see me lining them up. I always recommend the FX3s. No matter the hair texture, density, doesn't matter. FX3s is chopping through that hair, bro. I don't care what anyone tells me. These are just hitters. So back into the haircut, you see me doing some shear over comb with some texture shears, and I'm gliding away the hair I want it to lay. So I'm using that as like a traveling guideline, I guess you can say. It's all pretty even right now, but I could see there was a little bit of line of demarcation. So I wanted to even that out. And then from here, I'll just pull the hair horizontally at I believe this is a 90 or a 180. It's whatever the way the hair pulls naturally. And I'm just cutting it, making sure it's even so that way when he gets back into Texas, he won't really have to do much maintenance, at least for a little while. He did mention he wears a hat a lot of the time, so hopefully this doesn't compress it as much, and hopefully he doesn't have to wear a hat as often anymore. You can see with that product buildup, his hair is just sticking up naturally by itself, so that's what we were fighting this whole time. And he has thick hair, like really thick hair. So right here, you see me just basically heating up some clay in my hands, making sure I'm moving it through the hair. I'm moving it all over. This is some Suavecito. I also recommend Tomb 45 Indestructible Clay. Shout out to the guys. It's just a great product. It has a matte finish. He didn't want anything shiny. And then right here, you see me using a regular round brush. I got this from Sally's. I definitely believe you should educate your client on what they should be using in their hair, especially for certain hairstyles. Since this is a pompadour, I did recommend that he just understands that he should be using a blow dryer to style his hair. And then this is the Babyliss comb. I got this for like $7. It just creates movement. It definitely puts the hair and it puts it all together, in my opinion. So right here, I'm showing him the mirror. This is before all that styling happened. It's just made more sense to put this at the end. And then you'll see closer towards the end of the video, I'm also letting his wife know, like, hey, if you want him to look like this all the time, I recommend these products. I recommend using it this way. We're just finishing him off with some alcohol. I think he looks great. This is a great transformation. I'm kind of tight. I didn't get the front view in the beginning of the video, but you guys saw what I had to cut down. You saw what I was working with. I was clearly having a weird hair day as well. This is his fiance, soon to be wife. Congratulations, Clint. And yeah, I believe educating your clients is definitely the way to go. So that way, when they're looking for a desired style, you can make it happen. But I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Thank you. See you later.